Yeah, you did.
I can see you coming in.
Coming in hot.
Fine fashion, I might add. It's in fine fashion, I might add.
I came in.
It's okay.
I didn't-
Situate a lot of people before I could leave them. I have two babysitters. Diana's babysitting my grandma, my grandma's babysitting Diana.
Whenever you're ready, Mayor.
Oh, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of Mayor and Council of the Borough of Glassboro for April 14th, 2026 to order. Karen, could you please read the opening statement?
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, I hereby announce that adequate notice of this meeting, as required by said act, has been provided by adopting a schedule of regular meetings for the year 2026, which schedule was posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board as well as the Borough website and forwarded to both the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel of Gloucester County and filed with the Borough Clerk on January 3rd, 2026.
Thank you. Can we all rise and salute the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Karen, roll call, please.
Mayor Wallace.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Mr. Cossabone.
Present.
Mrs. Garlick.
Here.
Mr. Halter.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Here.
Mrs. Spence.
Here.
Mr. Pierpont.
Here.
Mr. Scafidi.
Present.
Mr. Brunimer.
Thank you, Karen. At this time, as if you know or don't know, I always recognize members of employees of the borough that have served the borough in either a full-time or part-time capacity for over 20 years. Our borough administrator, our recently retired borough administrator, served as the borough administrator along with the councilman for over 25 years. So I would like to read his letter that he will receive. He is not here tonight to get it on the record, and he will receive a desk plaque to signify the same. It reads, "Greetings, Ed. I wanted to take this opportunity to formally thank you for your service to the Borough of Glassboro as a councilman and then our borough administrator for 25 years. Your dedication and commitment to the borough over these years was both unwavering and undeniable. Your shoes will not easily be filled. On behalf of myself and all those that you served, I wish you the best in your retirement. With respect, Johnny Wallace III, Mayor." So that will be sent to him, and I wanted to get that on the record. And with that, I will turn the meeting over to our borough solicitor.
Yes, evening, Mayor. Tonight we have the public hearing on our 2026 municipal budget. If council so moves, to open to the public on the 2026 municipal budget.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. The floor is now open to anyone from the public that would like to come forward and address the 2026 municipal budget.
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion and adopt the municipal budget as written.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Mr. Cossabone.
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick.
Yes.
Mr. Halter.
4.
Ms. Miller. 4. Mrs. Spence.
Yes.
That motion carries. We have the public hearings. Yeah.
Yes, Mayor. Tonight we have public hearings on 3 ordinances. I'll read all 3. The motion will be open to the public at that point. Ordinance 2612, bond ordinance authorizing the acquisition of various capital equipment, completion of various capital improvements in the borough, appropriating a sum of $5,767,000 therefore, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bond and bond anticipation notes in the aggregate principal amount of up to $5,478,650, making certain determinations and covenants, and authorizing certain related actions in connection with the foregoing. Number 2613 is a bond ordinance authorizing the completion of various water and sewer improvements and acquisition of various water and sewer equipment for the Borough of Glassboro, and appropriating the sum of $6,850,000 therefore. Again, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bond or bond anticipation notes of the borough in the aggregate principal amount of up to $6,850,000. again, making a certain determination and covenants and authorizing actions in connection with the foregoing. And ordinance 2614, an ordinance amending chapter 408 solid waste, Article 1, Article I, garbage and refuse of the code book of the Borough of Glassboro. There are 3 ordinances subject to a public hearing tonight. The council moves for the public portion.
Motion to open public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. So the floor is now open now to anyone from the public that would like to come forward and address ordinance 26-12 and/or 13 and/or 14 or all of the above.
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion and adopt ordinances 26, 12, 13, and 14 as written.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Cossabone? Mrs. Garlick?
In favor.
Mr. Halter?
Yes.
Ms. Miller? Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
That motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of March the 10th, 2026, as well as the closed executive session of March the 10th, 2026.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. We have no communications this evening, so I'll move to committee reports and begin with Council President Miller.
Good evening.
evening.
Mayor, I am in receipt of the highway report, and we do have a couple of vacancies in that department.
Thank you very much.
And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Brown.
Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
I do not have anything this evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Councilman Cossabo.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to thank Chief Knight for his call for services for the party patrol in Roland Boulevard. It's an outstanding report, and I want to thank you, Chief.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Councilwoman Garlick.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
I did want to say just a couple of things about the Park and Rec. They have some sports underway. T-ball was able to start last week, and the track program is doing well. We
Yes.
were short some coaches, so the community really stepped up. So we now have coaches, and we have over 50 young people in that program, and they'll have their first meet in May. And then lastly, the senior center, they have an overnight trip scheduled for the end of April. They're excited about that. And lastly, the golf outing. On June 8th, we would love to have some support, whether it be sponsorship or persons to participate in the annual fundraiser for the Park and Rec Department. We thank you. If you would like to have more information about the golf outing, we have that on our website. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Good stuff. Councilman Halter.
Yeah, good evening, Mayor. Thank
Good
you. First of all, just want to thank everybody that was involved in the budget process from our finance office as well for putting that budget together. Great job on that, especially with so many difficulties moving forward with healthcare and things like that of that cost. As far as water and sewer goes, we do have a new treatment plant manager, which is terrific. They're not easily found out there, and I trust they'll do a great job for us here at the borough. And again, water and sewer is just moving forward on a lot of different NJDEP requirements and checks and status things on that end. So that's just an ongoing process that keeps the guys pretty busy. So thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. And Councilwoman Spence.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're
I'm
welcome.
in receipt of the March construction report, and that's pretty much all I have tonight. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, we have no unfinished business, so Karen, could you take us through our new business, please?
Yes, Mayor, I have one item. I need approval to purchase a tub grinder through Sourcewell Co-op for Glassboro Highway Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. This time I'll ask for the engineer's report, please, Mark.
Yes, good evening. We're working with D.R. Horton on 3 of their projects to get the contractor in there. They're looking at the first or second week of May to start do all the punch list work, in particular for Phase 3 townhouses to get that area paved. So get that wrapped up. With those, a couple of other projects going at South Academy Street. They're finalizing all their site improvements around the homes. They got a lot of grading issues they got to get done after the winter conditions. along those lines, thank you for the Water and Sewer Department staff and Public Works staff to get that road taken care of, and the developer stepped up and repaved the road for that. That's just temporary paving for right now. They, once the construction's done on the other side of the road, they will come back and mill and repave that and stripe that. So that'll be next year for that issue. Down 322 East, you got the Vision Stream Apartments where you see all the soil and everything like that. That's being graded out, and they're starting to get that set up for their building to go up there with a parking lot and a basin behind that. The RLS site down the street there, they've been underway with that, getting their foundations in with that. And over on MLK, we have a project approved by the planning board for D.R. Horton for more townhouses, but they've still got a couple of things they're cleaning up for details for planning board conditions that has to be done. They are still out cleaning up all the trees that they cleared and getting rid of all the mulch. So, but that could be starting within the next month and a half. Okay,
Mark,
that's all I have.
how many apartments are they building on 322?
I want to say 92.
Sounds to be the number. That number
It was under 100, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it 90? Okay.
It's in the
Yeah.
ballpark,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mark. Okay, again, I'll turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Mayor, under our consent agenda tonight, we have the following: Resolution 128, reappointing members of the Glassboro Housing Authority in the Borough of Glassboro. Resolution 129, denying release of performance bonds, perimeter buffer landscaping, right-of-way improvements, public for Camelot Phase 2, Section 2, Section 2.1, 2.2, Block 19810, Lot 1. And Resolution 130, authorizing release of safety and stabilization guarantee for Camelot Phase 2, Section 2, Sections 2.1 and 2.2, Block 19810, Lot 1. And Resolution 131, authorizing submittal of community development block grant application for funding to the County of Gloucester by the Borough of Glassboro for reconstruction of Truman Avenue. There are the resolutions this evening on the consent agenda for the reason also noted underneath. Council so moves for approval. Roll call vote.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Casabone?
For, but I have to abstain on Resolution 130-26.
130. Okay.
Noted. Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4 with an abstention on 128-26.
Noted. Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
4.
Those abstentions have been noted. That motion still carries.
And Mayor, we have for introduction tonight by title only, ordinance number 2615, and that is an ordinance amending Chapter 351, Parks and Recreation Areas, Section 8, Dog Park of the Code Book of the Borough of Glassboro. Council again moves for introduction. Roll call vote.
Move to introduce?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Casabone?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
That motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open the public portion.
Move the public portion be open.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carried. The floor is now open to anyone from the public that wishes to come forward and address mayor and council.
And to those in the public, there are rules and regulations as outlined on the agenda, but most importantly, when you approach, if you would please identify yourself for the record, your name and address, and there is a 5-minute limitation per speaker. Thank you. Please come forward.
Yeah, here she's just, yeah.
Yes, I'm requesting that the officer hand out a picture to each of you so you can understand a little bit of what I'm going to say in my address.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
If you would, for the record, identify yourself, please.
My name's Deborah Redfield. I live at 407 South Cummings Avenue. I am a lifelong resident of Glassboro, graduating from Glassboro High School and Rowan University.
Thank you.
I am a retired Glassboro Public School teacher with 35 years of service. I've been around a very long time, and I've seen many, many changes to our town. Some I have been thrilled about, and some not so much. But none have scared me and made my heart sink like the proposed dinosaur trail. We purchased our home in 1976 and raised our daughters there. I am hoping to enjoy my retirement years in my home. I'm going to get a. Now I am questioning if I should leave the town that I have lived in nearly 72 years. Lakeside is a quiet neighborhood, one of a few left in Glassboro that has not been affected by the growth of the university. The Dinosaur Trail is a wonderful project, and as a walker and a biker, I fully intend to take use of it. However, the present route cutting through Bow School property and adjacent to more than 25 homes on South Cummings Avenue has me very concerned. My questions to you: are you okay with strangers on school property? I'm not. The safety of our children must always take priority. Are you okay destroying trees that are over 100 years old, plowing through a small wooded area and laying a 10-foot wide asphalt trail, permanently affecting the habitat of the wildlife? I am not. Are you okay sacrificing taxpayer safety and privacy when there are other options for this route? I am not. I have a picture, which I've given to you, of the view from my family room window. As you can see, our backyards are very shallow. Mine measures approximately 30 feet from my house to my property line. Imagine having a trail of strangers riding bikes, walking, loud music, and litter mere feet from your home. Backyards are meant to be havens for the homeowner, not places where strangers are staring at you while you're barbecuing with your family or your children are playing. I am here asking you, our representatives, to advocate for the trail to be placed in a non-residential area. There are several other more desirable routes that the trail could take. One of the statements made by the Dinosaur Committee is to have the least impact to the community and environment. The present trail does just the opposite, having devastating and permanent damage to the environment and the homeowners of Glassboro, in specific Lakeside Park. I thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Redfield.
Thank you.
Yes.
More pictures.
Putting you to work today, sir, huh?
There you go, thank you. My name is Sheila Stevenson. I live at 419 South Cummings, and he's giving you a copy of the map that shows the beginning of the Dinosaur Trail, which starts at Bow School, runs across the field, and then goes into the woods. My home is right on the edge of the field, and then partly, the other half of it is the woods. And I'm also concerned with safety, privacy, and the destruction of the trees, and the wildlife will have to, they'll be displaced, and that's a shame because there's not much room for them left. When I went to the meeting, they talked about funding for the Dinosaur Trail. They don't have any funding yet. The county is waiting till they decide on the route, and then they'll go out and look for funding. But then they told us, when the route is complete, the towns that the section are in will have to maintain that part of the trail. So does that mean my taxes are gonna go up because you have to pay people to maintain that trail? And also, they are promoting this trail as starting at Rowan University. Well, Bow School is not Rowan University. If they're gonna promote it as Rowan, they could start it at the West Campus, not interfere with the residents of Glassboro, and run down Lambs Road. I know also it's supposed to go through Pittman, through the Alcyon Lake Park or whatever, and then down Howard Avenue. And Howard Avenue it would also run in their backyards. If it's a trail, it shouldn't interfere with our daily lives, and we're tax-paying citizens, and we shouldn't have it in our backyard. I know, you wouldn't want it in your backyard either. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stevenson.
Amanda Tomaszewski, 405 South Cummings. This lady here is my neighbor, and we both agree. So they're coming from Philly, there was high traffic. Now, all of a sudden, with this trail here, I'm worried about parking, safety. If I let my dog out, I have a pool in my backyard, so is there gonna be trash and all kinds of ruckus behind that area that comes into my yard? I have a teenage son that goes to the high school, and he was in the middle school. And if this was happening when he was in middle school, I would totally move out. None of this is okay at all. Safety, it's not just for our properties, it's for our families. So,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Valerie Wilkinson, 212 Harding Avenue, Glassboro. I see all the, thank God, Academy Street is open again for now. More people, yay. More crime, yay. More crowding, yay. More traffic, yay. My question is, or my request is it possible to put a traffic light on the corner of High and Academy? It's already difficult to get across there. Now with 92 more families, plus whatever, it's gonna be difficult. Is that possible?
Well, it would have to be, to answer your question, there's studies would have to be done to see if a traffic signal is warranted. There are certain procedures, bureaucratic procedures that have to go through, and it's not an easy process, a very arduous process. It can be investigated.
Appreciate
It's the same process with flashing beacons and things like that. We have to follow state, county, and federal guidelines and
Gotcha.
follow all that stuff. We
Yeah.
just can't throw one up, is basically what I'm saying. As much as I wish we could sometimes.
I wish we could too, because we're one of these houses, so I guess we should be trying to. And then the second part, I don't know if he was gonna speak about it, but we spoke on this one other time, but on Lincoln Avenue, there is guardrails, there's a ditch on either side, and the water stands. It needs to be cleaned out. If that could occur, that would be great.
We could certainly have somebody out there to look at that.
Give you some clarification. We live on a dead-end street.
Yes.
And there's a creek about
It's the
20
ditch.
to 30 feet in. And it used to be a stream, but now it's stagnant. You know, it doesn't flow, but there's a pipe where it should go through under the street.
Uh-huh.
But it's all clogged up. I addressed this, last year. I don't know if it's a city issue or a county issue. But the thing is, with it being clogged up and it's just stagnant water, mosquitoes, oh my God. And that breeds the frogs. And there's so many frogs.
And then snakes.
So many frogs, I gotta watch where I walk, take out the garbage, my grandkids be trying to catch them, like fireflies, they be trying to catch the frogs. And then that brings, like my wife said, snakes, because they like the frogs. And we got a vegetable garden. So it's just troublesome, but the root, is what we're trying to say, is just dried up, or not, it's not even dried up, but this stagnant creek, and it just needs to be dredged so that it can flow. And it's just clogged up. And that's what we wish on.
Yeah, we'll have somebody come out and take a look at it, assess it, and come up with a solution.
I did think of one more thing. And it just popped out
Ma'am,
of
would
my-
you please repeat your name? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Yes, ma'am.
Valerie Wilkinson.
Thank you.
All right, while she's thinking, real quick, and I just need clarification, and I'm glad we got this notice. We live off of Academy, and this South State notice.
I know what it was.
I'm quite sure you're familiar with. Maybe
Yeah.
not?
They're gonna be working on Academy Street
I emailed
shortly.
that out
Correct.
to all of you.
Yeah, the county's having South State
We
repaved.
got this in our mailbox. Do I need to send it up?
No,
I emailed it to you, sir.
And it's good, we got the notice. I understand progress and stuff like that. My question is, like Delsey, all the construction that's been going on Delsey, and I do business, we go to ShopRite and, to the malls and stuff along Delsey. But because of the construction on Delsey, but I don't wanna go down Delsey, so.
Is that ever, that was my question, when is that gonna finish? I don't shop in Glassboro anymore, I go to Clayton or wherever because
It's,
I'm tired of the
there-
traffic in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's a project that's a long time coming.
And a long time
And
going.
these are the pains that we're gonna have to go through while it gets done. My hope is, and I believe that when it's done, it'll be worth the pain and aggravation we've been put through.
You have an idea when that's gonna be?
No, I do not.
Oh, my God, okay, thank you.
Mother Nature can say, Mother Nature can answer that
You
question.
know, with the construction on Delsey, real quick, on the highways like the Turnpike or the Parkway, they do it at night.
Mhm.
Why do they do it during the day?
You have to ask, that's a state.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm addressing the right.
Yeah, you would have to ask the state why they can't do it at
But
night.
with that being said, it's taken away, like me and my wife, we do a lot of business in Glassboro, but because of the construction.
Understand.
We're going to Clayton.
I understand.
So Marlboro's losing business, not Marlboro.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you
It's
very
losing
much.
business.
All right, Mr. Wilkins, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate your concern. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
I'm Janet Santoro, 1105 Stafford Road, part of the Lakeside community. And my neighbors and I had attended the meeting over at the Edelman Park a couple of weeks ago. And there wasn't much information shared regarding practicality of the project for the dinosaur path, meaning things like site surveys or traffic patterns and things of that nature. So I'm wondering, are there other options being considered to move the path away from Lakeside and from the Bow School region? Are there other options being considered?
My understanding, from what I've seen, is there are a couple different options. This is very early. This project is very early on in its planning stages. I know that they had the first public forum recently, and it seems that most of you that have come up and spoken about it were there. I would encourage you to continue to go there. We will obviously continue to advocate for all of you, because that is our job, and that's what we want to do anyway. We're part of a family. So we will advocate, but this is very early on. I can assure you that I am very much immersed in it. So I'm watching from our end, and the administration up here is along with, as things move forward, we're very well in tune with how things are going.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. Yes.
Just
Mhm.
come on up.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Lauren Ambrico, and I live at 317 North Cummings Ave. I live on the corner of Cummings Ave and Looney Road, near Looney Park there.
Okay.
And so I have the same concerns that my neighbors have. I grew up in this neighborhood of Lakeside from the time I was in 5th grade till I was an adult. And my husband and I bought the home off of my mother almost 4 years ago now. But we have raised our family there for the last 14 years. And I have 2 teenage daughters and 2 little boys. I'm Glassboro alumni. I've worked in Glassboro schools. I'm a teacher turned homeschool mom. And so I have the same concerns that many of my neighbors have mentioned about the privacy of raising our families here, continuing on with a public trail right behind my house. My house backs up to the woods and Mantua Creek and the water and sewer building and the trail by the park, the trail entrance by the park. So I have concerns about, are they planning to put a parking lot practically in my backyard or up to the fence of my yard? And am I gonna go from having one of the most private lots in the community to the least private lot in the community because there's now a parking lot in my backyard, you know? So I have many concerns. I'm very much against this project, or at least I have hopes that it will be rerouted a different way and not going up in the backyards of 25 Glassboro residents and, of course, all the other Pittman residents also, as it's right on the border there. But anyway, I appreciate you hearing me out and listening to myself and my neighbors today about this project.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it.
Mayor, can I ask a question of everyone?
Sure.
I just want to ask everyone that's here tonight about this dinosaur trail. Did you go on the comment section that they've put out since the public hearing? We posted it on our borough Facebook page. Have you gone in there and made your comments to the people planning?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just to see whether you were for option 1, 2, or 3, the different rail paths. But every single one of them starts at the same point, which is directly behind their house.
Okay. I was just curious if you actually made your complaints known to them as well.
Some people have reached out and, you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, we're, as the mayor said, we're here to advocate for our residents, and we'll make sure that we make your views known and do what we can to advocate for a possible, yeah, it's gonna be a cool trail, it's just gotta, well, everything has growing pains, right? And that's why you're here, to give your input, and we're gonna make sure that that is expressed. Yeah, and you know, it doesn't just go through Glassboro either, there's other towns, as you know, so.
And they've got a whole handful of concerns too.
Right, well, exactly, yeah. So, oh, all right, no worries.
All right, thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, my name's Eric Grellinger, and I'm at 425 South Cummings. And, you know, like many of my my neighbors have mentioned, you know, this is something that I've actually dreamt about for a long period of time. I think it's a great benefit for the community. It's something that, you know, I personally would probably use on a regular basis. But it literally is right on my property line, which, you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you have to like bite the bullet for the greater good, right? And I don't think it's going to be that heavily used that it would be that intrusive. But then beyond that is, as you move down the road and you go down what is known as the pipeline, which is the sewer line, you've got odor concerns. I mean, it's a terrible odor. Chestnut Branch is prone to flooding at least once or twice a year, not just a little bit. So, you know, the town of Glassboro is going to be burdened with going down there and clearing out the debris, any trees that happen to fall in the woods that are next to our house. And I personally think, you know, it's a Rowan Edelman project. Let it start on Edelman Rowan property. It's not something that, you know, all these towns ought to be burdened with. The people that are on Howard Avenue are in the same boat. You know, as you go by their properties, you've got a wonderful view of the Lapari landfill, which was #1 on the Superfund site at one point. So, I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, you know, the whole routing of the thing. And, you know, I wish it could be better, because I'd like to step out my back door and hop on my bike and get on a nice scenic trail somewhere. But as I get a half mile down the road, I'm going to be burdened with the smells from the sewer. And, you know, through time, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you could tell me when the sewer line was put in, but it was, I'm 61 years old, and it was during my childhood.
Me too.
So I'm guessing at least 55 years ago, and the stream has meandered to the point where it's overcome a lot of the sewer access. I don't know if there's any, you know, there may have to be maintenance in the future that's done on the sewer line that's going to impact the trail, and then you're just kind of like, you know, going around in a circle chasing your tail at that point. You know, so maybe some consideration ought to be given that if you are going to go with that route, maybe ought to take a look at that sewer line to make sure that everything's tight and like ready to go, so that you don't have to rip up the trail later on to fix the sewer line.
Right.
So anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Diane Johnson, and 16 William Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. Okay, I spoke about this before, about the parking, about the center, Martin Luther King Center, and how you have to wait until almost a month to get your deposit back. And now summer is coming, and you'll have a meeting once a month, and then you have to wait about a month and a half to get your deposit back. And I spoke about that before, and y'all supposed to let me know or see what y'all can do about that.
Yeah, my understanding is that that process was modified. I don't know the particulars about it. Are you familiar with that, Clark? Would you mind sharing?
It was modified that instead of waiting for the event and then processing the requisition for the refund is processed prior to the event so that it's prepared to be signed after the event and go for payment. So it's got, in a regular month, when we meet twice a month, it would eliminate one meeting.
Right.
So you wouldn't have to wait as long. And I think it's been working. Most people are getting it back within 2 weeks. Again,
No.
when summer comes, there will be that extra delay because we only meet once a month. We do, however, pay our bills at the work session as well as the regular meeting.
Well,
So,
excuse me, I know some people is not getting it right back. I mean, they have their events, and they have to wait to get the deposit back over 3 weeks.
well,
To a month.
I know I sign off on the requisitions when they're put into the system, and they seem to be going in the system a lot faster than they used to. So,
Okay,
I'll double check on it, but I believe the process was sped up.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Seeing no one else, I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close the public portion. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Public portion is now closed. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Second to approve all duly authorized bills.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve all duly authorized bills. All those in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions?
I have abstentions noted with the clerk.
Very nice. Those abstentions have been noted. Motion still carries. Any closing comments from our acting borough administrator?
No, sir.
No, sir. I would just like to say, as always, thank you for anybody that has shown up tonight. Thank you very much for coming. For those of you that have expressed your concerns to us, thank you very much. I encourage you to continue to do so. With regards to the Dinosaur Trail, like I had said to the young lady here when she was up here, very much involved in the process. It's very early on. There's a lot to be dealt with. I encourage you to continue to go to the forums. I'm sure you spoke your concerns while you were there, or at least I hope you did. And if you didn't, I encourage you to do so if you go to the next one. I will continue to do so from my desk to advocate for you and express your concerns. I've actually gotten a couple of emails from residents in the Lakeside development that were not able to come to the council meeting, but their concerns, which are pretty much the same as your own, are being heard and will be addressed, and I can assure you that. And for all the others that had concerns within the borough, they will be addressed. And with that, I'll entertain a motion for.
Motion to adjourn.
There we go.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for adjournment. All those in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Next regular meeting will be April 28th, 2026, 6 p.m.
My wife is.